North Yorkshire Guitar Show and an update on the Gibson Firebird 7. Stay tuned. Welcome to Gibson Guitars. If you're a new subscriber, thank you ever so much for subscribing. It really makes the difference. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If it's your first time in watching Gibson Guitars, and I really do sincerely hope that you will enjoy it. Before we talk about the North Yorkshire Guitar Show, where have I been with the Gibson Firebird? Well, here we are. She's sat here at the minute. She's on a guitar stand, and this little beauty has been gigged. She's been an absolute stunning guitar, and I've actually done a lot of work on this guitar in terms of its setup. Again, it's had some more strings on it, played around with the settings on it. The bridge, I didn't realise, but the vibrola actual bridge on this actually slides left and right as you look down from the top of the guitar, which caused me a few problems in setting the guitar up. I never knew it did that, but it's still a learning curve. However, I set the guitar up for a Boomshanker gig where we played live at the Waterloo Music Bar in Blackpool, which has won awards for being one of the best music venues in the Northwest. So I'll just pop this little thing. Oh, look at that. It's just awesome. Look, it's just, oh. Sorry, couldn't resist that. My intention was to use that guitar at a gig with Boomshanker, which is a classic rock guitar-based band based in Blackpool, and we got an invitation to play at an AC/DC weekend at that fantastic location, where I was able to have the space and the confidence to basically come out of my comfort zone with a guitar which is not all that ergonomic. I'm not familiar with it, and indeed do a performance with my band buddies, but it does have a charm of its own. And it's able to basically push that tone, the dynamic range of tone, through the mix and absolutely sing. The sustain is nice, and it gives you that nice mid-60s guitar vibe that everybody wants, in that sort of Lynyrd Skynyrd-y kind of tone. And I have to say, I'm just looking at it now on its guitar stand. It's just stunning. It's just a stunning guitar, and I absolutely love it. And I have to say, I did loads of practice on that guitar before the gig just to get familiar with it. When it came to playing at the Waterloo, it's a big stage with pro lighting, pro sound. I had plenty of space to move around. I wasn't really in any threat of knocking the neck or the headstock on a mic stand or a fellow musician or whoever, and it was really, really good. Really enjoyed it. Now, when I arrived at the venue, I've got the world's biggest guitar case. If you've got a Firebird, you know what I mean. It's almost like carrying a wardrobe with you. It's massive. So trying to get the actual guitar into the venue with my amps and stuff, it was a little bit tricky because the place was absolutely heaving. And when I did go into the venue and we were waiting for our spot to come up, we were limited on space because you literally had 20 minutes to get all your gear on stage and indeed get the other band off as well. So there's a little bit of movement around, and we had to sort of accommodate ourselves. Anyway, when I came to get the guitar out of the case, There's one lady sat next to me. She said, "Wow, what a really gorgeous guitar." And to be honest, it is what it is. It's a flamboyant guitar. It's designed by a car designer in the 1960s, and I'm still looking at it now in its guitar stand, and it's just absolutely stunning. And for me, one, it had to look right for that kind of gig, and you don't see many people playing Gibson Firebirds. It had the theatre about it, but it also had the tones that I wanted as well. And throughout all that classic rock, doing bits of Thin Lizzy, UFO, Lynyrd Skynyrd, so on and so forth, this guitar absolutely performed. Now, it's not without its problems. The day before, I had a nightmare in setting the guitar up. It would not stay in tune. And it is awkward to set up. Doing quick string changes if one were to break at a gig was going to be a little bit of a problem. I needed 3 or 4 sets of hands on the table to do it. Or doing it on a guitar stand in a very dimly lit environment was going to be nothing but a complete pain. I had to reset the guitar up for the second time the day before, play it in, and I have to say it stayed absolutely spot on with tuning, with its intonation and everything. The action was nice. By that point, I'd been playing the guitar for a good few weeks just to get used to the size and the awkwardness of it. And I have to say, it was brilliant. And you'll see a couple of little bits of videos on screen. And I have to say, what a cracking gig. Loved it. The guitar's awesome. And stand by for some further updates in the future, because I'm going to be using that guitar a lot more in probably the local sort of pub club environment. Because nobody plays these things and they need to get out and be seen. A few weeks ago, I went to the North Yorkshire Guitar Show run by Mojo Guitars with Ken Dixon. I had a really good day out, and it just goes to show you don't need to spend a right lot of money to buy yourself a fine instrument. We are at the North Yorkshire Guitar Show in Thirsk. We're not too far from York. We're at a cattle auction mart in the town of Thirsk, and it's an absolutely vibrant atmosphere here. The place is buzzing. The place is absolutely busy as anything. And it's been such a long time that I've seen this number of guitars and exhibitors supporting an event like this, which is just brilliant. It's brought loads of people to the town of Thirsk, and I just have to say there's lots of stuff on offer. There's live music, there's a fantastic canteen selling breakfast, dinners, teas, coffees and things, and the quality of instruments in this location at the minute is absolutely fantastic. So if you've not been to a guitar show yet, this is run by Ken of Mojo Guitars. Go and check them out. He's got a diary full of guitar shows which will be coming up in the future. So if you are into this kind of thing, get yourself down. You might just get yourself a bit of a bargain. I've just entered a lottery for, I think, some guitar strings or something. And if you're not in the race, then you obviously can't win. But as I look around, there's a lot of happy people here, some beautiful instruments, and it's just a great day out. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and try and find Ken, get a few minutes of his time, and he can tell us all about Mojo Guitars and the guitar shows that he's involved in. So see you very soon.
My name's Ken Dixon. How do you do? I've been running Mojo Guitar Shows for the last 14 years now. Today we're in Thirsk. We've had a good day. It's been a great day. It's been very busy. We've got a host of people here selling guitars. We've got quite a few luthiers, guitar builders. We got Abby, Secret Swan from Newbury. We got Martin Dixon, collectors and traders selling new, vintage, used guitars. People have really enjoyed the show. We've had some live music in the cafe today, as ever at Thirsk. Great. We've had John Verity playing today, thanks to John Dixon from Scott Dixon Cases. Check them out. There's aluminium flight cases. We've also had Andy McDermott playing guitar and singing. He's a terrific talent. It's gone down very well. Well, the main thrust of things today has been guitars. All things guitar is what we're about, what the shows are about. Long may they reign. It's good to be back after the lockdown. I believe we're the only people doing shows right now in the UK. We did one at Crewe some 4 weeks ago, very successful. We're here at Thirsk today, and we'll be back in 2022. And we look forward to seeing you at the guitar show soon.
Abby, I'm from Secret Swan, and I am here in Thirsk showing my handmade custom guitars. These are a little bit different. I really like to colour outside the lines. Nothing is ever done before or will be done again. I started when I was just doing some wood whittling, and eventually my projects got bigger and bigger, and I said to a friend one day, do you know, I'd love to make a guitar, but I need a guinea pig because I can't afford to do it for myself. So she very kindly commissioned me to make a guitar for her husband for their wedding present, and it is the one at the back. It's the first one I ever made, and it's where this crazy journey started, and I was totally hooked. So going on from there, I've tried to create different stories with my guitars. I never like to do the same thing twice. Each guitar at the moment is still experimenting with what's possible, and so I'm using new techniques, I'm using different woods, everything is a different weight, and sometimes I go quite muted, and sometimes I really like to go outside the box and go crazy. I think timing hasn't been on my side. I did my first guitar show in February last year in Birmingham, the guitar show, and it was a roaring success. I had so many people loving what I was doing, and it looked like everything was going to take off. And then, like for everybody else, we had the pandemic and everything nosedived. So I spent my lockdown building. I spent it increasing my portfolio, looking forward to meeting people, showing them what's possible, and expanding their ideas of what they may like in a guitar. So at the moment, my prices, they start from £2,000 and we're going up to £4,000. This is an introductory offer. I'm new to the market and I'm trying to get my name out there. So I like to think of it as an investment. In the next couple of years, things will have doubled. And so you will then be the proud owner of a guitar which has hopefully gone up in value. So, you know, think of your money that way and you are on to a winner.
So if you've enjoyed this edition of Gigs and Guitars, thank you very much. Please consider subscribing, take the time in, hitting that bell icon, and give me a like. Plenty of comments, guys. You'll always get a response. You really, really will. This baby is going to be gigged even more in the future, and there's always time in the day for a brew, so cracking.